During the pandemic, we tried to mobilize people across Canada who had 3D printer and asked them to print face shields for healthcare workers or people at the front lines. We donated over 200 face shields to Toronto Sick Kids Hospital, which was done all using 3D printing technology. So that was incredible to see. My name is Hargurdeep Singh. I'm a graduate from Sheridan. Program is Mechanical Engineering, Design and Drafting Technology, and the year I graduated was 2015. I am part of the leadership team at CAD Micro Solutions, and I'm responsible for the 3D printing vertical of our business. So I oversee the sales and the technical team and help our business grow in the 3D printing side. The 3D printer, the way I see it, it's really a vending machine. With unlimited options. The option that you need to print is effectively controlled by a file. That file can be designed by you. That file can be shared by email or downloaded from a website somewhere. But really, as long as you have access to that file, you have the right materials in the vending machine, you can 3D print yourself just about anything. During the pandemic, I knew everything was going to shut down. And how do I create stuff that help the frontline workers at the same time? Again, we were using 3D printing for all projects. One of the projects was developing a ventilator splitter, where a single ventilator could support multiple patients. Another project I worked on was taking a face shield and simplifying it so that it can be 3D printed in a matter of an hour, and it can be done on any hobbyist level 3D printer. Immediately what we did was we set up a website which enabled people to register if they needed help and how they could help. What that allowed us to do is create this roster of information where we mobilized people across Canada who had 3D printer and asked them to print face shields for people at the front lines. But in the effort of doing that, we also worked with our existing industrial partners who had the capability of doing production level 3D printing, along with some of our partners like HP. And HP was able to secure a contract with the federal government of 500,000 face shields that were 3D printed. I think what the pandemic really did, it opened up opportunities for those who had access to technology and really showcased how we can bridge the supply chain gap. While borders were closing, people were not getting access to equipment. 3D printing started bridging that gap, so that was really interesting. The education I got from Sheridan was very valuable. Obviously, there was a in-house component learning inside the class, and there was also the component where we got hands-on experience in the lab. The combination of the two was very valuable, and I loved it. I loved working with the machines. I loved getting my hands involved, breaking things, fixing things, designing things, and then printing them out, seeing how it all works, understanding the materials and the behavior of the technology. Some of the skills that I developed during school were around computer-aided design and drafting, critical thinking, effective communication, 3D printing, obviously. That's a big part of my career. So it's the skills that we got and the knowledge that we got from Sheridan prepared us to do many different ventures. So what I value the most about my Polytechnic experience is really the hands-on experience and working with the industrial partners. That's really what prepared us for our job. I would say everybody should go to Polytechnic. I'm a little biased to this because this is an era of technology. Anybody that loves technology, anybody that loves doing things with their hands and be involved, those are the sort of the folks that I would say are going to enjoy Polytechnic. One of the things that I would share with the students is you have a lot of equipment access right now, right? So effectively, this is the time you should be making things, breaking things, right? Like once you graduate, you're not going to have all the access. This is the time you should be involved in extracurriculars. This is the time you should be involved in applied research. It's just transferable skills, the networking skills, the communication skills, the relationships that you build now is what's going to build a successful career down the line.